Hello and welcome to the stream. We're playing Genshin and this is my second ID. And I'm just gonna play peacefully. Let's go. I'm gonna grind for Princess Weapon. Just added 10 pulls in this banner. And I got a weapon. I lost the 50-50, so now I have to grind for it. I got this one. Now we're 40 pulls in. So let's go. No, I was watching a movie and started playing just now. So what were you doing in Genshin? I have to. I did this event for my. I have to do something. I think we start doing this. Anyways, how are you, Wolf?
Huh? Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Could it just blow up in the
Ah,
breeze?
my day is. Oh, good. That's nice to hear. Wait, you met.
Oh, it's from the tone deaf bard.
I'm doing fine.
He wants to hear all about our adventures
Just
in
trying
Knockfire.
to get enough pulls so that I can get that fate point. I thought I don't know why I did 10 pulls, but now I'm stuck here. Oh, I watched War Machine. It was pretty good. I watched it with my friends. Like an army movie type. It's new, you can check it out. It's on Netflix. It was pretty good. Yeah, it's new. I think it came out yesterday. There is plenty. Yeah, it's mostly like army versus alien robot, but pretty fun. And it's also like a smaller movie.
Welcome back, old friend.
I think
How should I be addressing you these days?
an hour and a half.
Or the great hero of Nodcry. Well,
Um,
you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Nodcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down. News travels fast on the wind. But
did
before
you
I
do
destroy
this
your
quest
tales and
yet?
tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. Hail. Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing
I've
of the
also
past
been
now that you've
playing
defeated the Rapier of Solnari.
24 minutes. Oh,
Seems that way.
then
Try to focus on
I
dealing
have
with
to
the
grind
Well,
now.
that's good to hear.
But I've been playing
Time in the
a
longest
game called
time.
Escape from
Must be
Tarkov a
so
lot.
many stories to share.
It's like you're a PMC and you have to survive in it. Like it.
He did call you Barbados, but weren't you still fat?
And,
Let's call it half a
and
step.
so I couldn't
I
play
was
any other
I
games.
was in the Thousand Winds
I've been
capital
playing that a lot.
when I heard
I've
of the
been thinking
Rapier
about
trial.
streaming it, but Yeah, escape from Tarkov.
It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and
I
oracles
might
after
stream
hearing
it
some
soon.
tall tales at the local
That's a hard
tavern.
game. Oh, have you played it?
In
It
fact,
is
all
really
that
hard.
awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Awesome, dude. Yeah, it is. It is really fun once you get the hang of it, but it is quite hard to start. You need to learn the maps.
Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on.
like that.
Wait, who the fuck
Giving
is
up
that?
already? You're not half as tough as Vargas said.
Damn, who's
A young
this?
knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius, and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Please take
Ah.
a look.
Oh,
That's probably because...
Oh,
when
and
the
he's
hunt was still running
cryo.
rampant,
Let's
I spent
go.
most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went. Then, once the wild hunt calmed down, I got sent back to
It looks like he's
God's
like
blessing,
brother of
the ass
Gaia
kicker.
or something.
I missed out on some serious action.
no wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Vargas send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes-A-Lot.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone-deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe...
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a
Oh,
letter.
by the way, I wanted to ask you, like,
You sure
are you like safe? Like, is there any kind of attack in your area from the war? You know,
Figured that since there was this
you're in the
back here,
Caribbeans, right?
That
I
Vargas
hope
is
there
really
isn't
somewhere
any.
sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Verka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well,
Ah,
we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort...
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
what deed? As in, like, letting them use your military base or something? uh, and that is the most American thing they do.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you?
The abyss. The wild hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Yeah, kinda same.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
But it does put your country at risk, though.
Huh? Oh, it's just a few This expedition is almost
That's
over.
why I said it,
We just
because
need to deal with these final
America
things.
won't attack from within their country, but they will attack from like any other country. It feels so good to use Varka. Something about dual swords, man.
To direct them. It seems like
It's
all
just
of
so
it is
good.
their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Here I am. I don't even know how long I can stream for. Dual swords. Yeah,
Yes, Grandmaster.
that's true. I haven't finished Bleach though. It was pretty boring, like after some time, so I dropped it.
We meet again, Andreas.
Wait, what the fuck is Andreas doing here?
So, you've returned from
Oh,
Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are two other... It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
what the hell? I was planning on getting Barca and his signature on my main ID,
Too ostentatious.
but I don't think I can get enough points.
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. He's the surface world.
Damn, this red design looks sick on him. Hold up, let me see the full.
Answer me. Heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
This red design is sick.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
I couldn't get a screenshot.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sure writes a lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of— Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean?
Oh, yes. That's our—
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share, allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are their two as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen.
Oh,
The other
and
knights will help distribute the remaining letters.
he
You've had a
gives
long journey.
4-star vibes.
Please go get some rest.
I think he'll be a 4-star.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last
Yup.
letter to deliver to Wolvendale.
I think he's a 4-star.
I was planning. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas's trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Hmm.
30 something. Let's go. I'm gonna try and stream Escape from Tarkov later. See if I can actually stream that game.
He's coming back.
I really hope I can stream that game because it's really fun to play and stream that game.
True. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
He's huge.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly.
Ravenwood.
His valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf.
Manly man. Yup.
When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt.
Daddy.
From then on,
Daddy Vodka.
the Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity.
Oh.
Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Dvalin the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions. Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure
Good thing there will be a new map in the next update. Get to explore more.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
Hey, let's go and meet Kaya. Kaya and the gang. I'm pretty sure D-Look will also be there. Okay, I did this. Somehow need some demons. Real quick. How many sigils do I have? 0.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so openly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential...
Yeah, but I cannot use them in like anywhere to get primos.
Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Those are like
Looks like it's about to get
EO sigils. Cannot use them anywhere.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Drop.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere
Have to keep on exploring, not
regarding your
by.
late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius...
Yeah, but I didn't expect Rosaria. I thought she was a nun. Bro. What is she doing in a bar?
Your face. I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened and asked me to reconsider. That's all.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot
Yep.
of details. There's clearly more.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect, but my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said, but don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
True, that's true.
Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not the Knights to begin?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh?
Where the hell is Markabi?
What should I report? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh, and a review.
Man, compared to Barca, he looks so thin.
I think I'll leave it at that.
He looks like a stick man compared to Barca.
My reply won't be.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh?
No. There are people like
It's a
Kaya,
man
and then there are those who are true. Not only that.
from Lauma.
So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly...
Have you seen those research, Gunology research of Genshin? Like, there is this whole subreddit, and what they do is they research and calculate how much milk like a Genshin character can produce. Like how much milk can Mavika produce, how much milk can Llama produce. There's actual people calculating that shit.
He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas who... He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Ooh.
Bloodstained Knight?
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight.
Oh.
After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this
Yeah.
day, no one knows his final
Damn,
words.
wait, is this guy
It's hard to
alive?
say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession.
That's who was in the
Already he's
poster.
gone on to save.
I've been wondering who was that guy behind Barca in the poster.
Perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my
Can
opinion,
find out, I
the
don't
reason
think.
why
Yep,
Mika keeps asking
and
you
some
to
dark
join
infos
is
also.
not knowing that after all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Bark is a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland. That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much.
Roland. Let's go and meet Roland. I don't think he's alive though.
What's going on here? Was Bulbumdum always like this? Paimon has a bad feeling about this. The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Please tell me I can use my flens.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Are you alright? Oh no! What now?
Stop right there. Answer me this.
2 letters?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Nice team. Oh, it is not nice. Once you see the build, you will realize it is not nice.
Sure was. Fortunately, something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
Except for Flames, everyone in this team is like badly built. It has potential, but I'm too lazy to build.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. However, their assault went beyond the mere...
That is why I'm playing in this ID though. Trying to build them.
They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again.
Since my last video on this ID, I built Navia, Bennett. I also accidentally got Kilono in this ID.
I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god, the source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It lies in the north. It is the part of me that remains in Nodcry, from whence I came.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can he be in 2 places at once?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andreas, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Tonedif Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
Go ahead.
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that? Given the wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to
Every now and then Venti comes in
a palace
and
long
drops
since
some
abandoned by
insane
its
load.
former master. The great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Seelie Hall, and awoke him at long last. The knight asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked,
That's the potion.
"So, this
Yep.
is the world the humans..."
I wish John Lee could have give us some info, but he can't because he made deals with someone. Deals with the heavenly principles, that's why.
What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to
Yep,
ask
contract. God of contract for a reason.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt,
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was my answer. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
I split into two, and the red one is still at Notcry.
Be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the recent turmoil in Notcry has had unforeseen consequences. And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines.
oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than...
I wonder when we will get Alice as a playable character. That would be awesome.
His final destination. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria.
If you want to get to the bottom of this,
Imagine we're just nuking everything with Alice.
as luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now. If you ask him nicely, he might give you a lift. That could...
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east winds present.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he in danger?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear...
All right. Wish it could be me. But I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battle. I'll stay here and...
Holy shit, 4 views, dang.
I stay.
I mean, one of them is me, but 3 other people?
Give me your iron claw.
We use Claymore now. Oh, never mind.
It contains my power and thoughts. Though I have given him a piece.
Can finally become the alpha wolf I have in me.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. To prevent the entanglement of souls, the most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within claws and fangs wrought of steel. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him to explain. The Great Wolf King of the North remains strong for now. Besides...
I will protect Lupakal. The North and Varka, I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Let's go and save Barca, I guess.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas, Dominator of Wolves and God of the North Wind. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the God of Storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as the tower fell, he chose to abandon his claim. Instead,
Oh, what in here, bro?
and slumbered for when the wolf spirit
Feels like
no
I'm
longer
boiling.
in his physical form. Boreas chose to pour his power. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running.
And it's not out. Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be even longer. But the last stream I did, it was finished. I was like, damn, that was short. But yeah, I finished it. Gotta start the next one. But I do need to make some space though.
Is a master of molding and shaping it. His people
If only I'd bought a bigger SSD when the prices were low.
Developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. In fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale.
Cannot wait for the market to crash so I can finally buy some PC parts.
Turned divine. Twixt man and wolf, a bond was made. A power born within the blade.
Yeah, it is expensive like everywhere.
Not to accept humans. His actions sing a different tune. Oh, but keep that little observation between us.
Like it has literally tripled the price.
All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
Like, even if you try to buy like a not so good SSD, still it will cost a lot of money. Just gotta wait it out. Yep. Dream on, dream on. Okay, I should not sing because last time I used that song in a bid, I got copyright strike. The prices increased. Yeah. At this point, instead of buying a PC, getting a PS5 is way more worth it.
Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taking fight or flight.
As expected, This hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered, but they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine.
Yep.
This is fair. This is the way of chivalry. Farewell, heir to the...
But I mean, you don't even need that much, because if you have a PS5, you will just use it for gaming. So let's say a 500 GB one, you use 300 for like online games that you play every day, 200 for any other story games, you're done.
That Wolf of the North look-alike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt?
Yep.
And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the...
There's no point chasing after. True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible. Especially now that you're here. The difficult
How
part
much is the PS5 in?
right now.
Huh? What do you mean? Is he immortal or something?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the Five Sinners. But, compared to Rerir... Exactly. Sounds like I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own worlds by now. Let's discuss this further when they're back. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right?
Hey, I forgot her name.
People are there already.
Okay, hold on, yep.
Why don't we go chat with them?
And in the top. Wow.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here.
How is there 5 people watching, but
While we're waiting,
no one else is chatting except for you? What the hell? Am I seeing things?
and that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rerir resides. What we are facing here...
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andreas' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some monstatter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active.
He's saying something about biology.
When the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines.
I don't know what, but yeah, I think he's saying something.
That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between
The replica corrupted, however.
I guess he must have gotten
Biology and
cry somehow during
yeah.
his wanderings through
I don't know what they're saying, but I know they're saying something smart. That's why I don't understand it.
We can't kill him right now because a dead god
It's
may prove
too
dangerous to the
smart
living.
for my two brain things.
Intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the wild hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'll be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In that land, the passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please.
Oh shit.
Come forth, Boreas.
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you
Oh, what?
on your journey.
Wait, is he gonna die?
My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end.
Maybe he's dying.
Shall that be? A final wish before I slumber.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his... In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andreas' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first night of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Nodcry and Mondstadt. It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
Ah.
Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you...
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry. And according to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means the fragments here should be the most powerful ones. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status
Man, I cannot wait for the doctor to come back.
There are 3 left to find.
Because he's still alive.
So 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather 1 fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the 3rd fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. But we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact... The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal. So everyone needs...
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeep...
The Clink Clink Crumkake craft shop will also help in...
So what do they need me here for? I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it, though. I mean,
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
darn it!
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution... Alright, time is of the essence. Let's move out.
Let's go, Dad. Inspiration. Continuing. Let me go to the washroom. I'll be back in a minute.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the Wild Hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness. People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs. He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the Wild Hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
Bomboclat! I'm back. Let's go.
Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, alright, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
The long sleep beckons.
Why did I do that? Free. Was so free. Hey, how are you, man?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been...
Why is there so much talking? Just fight already.
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him. Let me think. How is it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away. Ha 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 ha! Actually, neither do I.
This guy, bro.
Like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually...
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name. I'm thinking the same basic principles should apply here.
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a net. This time, we don't have anything at all.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat. As for a net, this is what I've heard.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope.
Ah, he met
They can
Mavuika.
separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks... Oh,
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver this letter to him. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever since.
quite the antique then. But how exactly is it supposed to anchor Roland?
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to Mr. Plans for every contingency? You're making this up as you go along.
What can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their
All this contingency bullshit reminds me of Batman.
plan as I go. I've been doing it that way for the whole expedition.
This Batman has a contingency plan for like every other superhero in case they ever go rogue.
Give it a try, surely.
And there is this one movie where somehow someone hacks into his shit, uses all those contingency plan to kill every other Justice League.
Whoa. So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there's only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell.
We joined on Abyss.
I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
The fuck was that?
Dainsleif? No. It bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
The visionary, as in like Dainsleif's brother, right?
What happened? After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the god's judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss.
Dainsleif's brother.
His power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the visionary this
Find out if Abyss order was shown in the mission patients.
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input,
I think our next enemy is Roland.
advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you. Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides, it wasn't a fully formed plan back then.
So that guy is full of bullshit, huh?
Sorry to ask so much of you again. No plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god. Surely that's got to make the risk worth taking. If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be another way.
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
Nope. It's a total disaster. More Wild Hunt monsters than I've seen in my whole life. We need backup urgently. Come quick.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one. What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for nothing. I'm count.
Let's see now. Let's heal up and change special for Genshin so that we don't die.
Don't.
Fill me in. What's the situation? Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought a map. This should make things clearer. Before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The two teams are holed up here and here. They should have a clear idea of the fragment's location by now.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right? Do we have any more troops available to provide backup?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now. That just leaves us with,
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. Initiating situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be dispatched immediately. They are currently nearby awaiting orders.
Amazing. Just in the nick of
Genshin is a bitch.
Seeing as you can fly and all, shouldn't you be the one out here delivering messages?
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after another 5 minutes. Please, keep up the good work, Yehoda. The logistics company has very limited provisions, only enough for a single battle. Which team should they support?
both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out immediately. Yehoda, keep up the good work with the comms.
Sure thing. Leave it to...
What the fuck do we do? Let's go, finally some good fighting. This reminds me of that event, that Archon quest from Natlan.
Something's not right. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout.
Yes, sir.
Backup is here.
We've identified viable sites.
Good. Wait for my signal.
Logistics company, deploy.
On me.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight!
Boom.
Goodness you're here.
There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Hell yeah.
We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their
So
numbers.
cool.
We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Who the fuck says he doesn't do good damage? He does pretty good damage.
Is that the signal to say they're ready? showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir.
Fire in the hole! Let's go. And we're gonna help the other team.
Casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search area between us and the Retniki. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next to—
Absolutely.
We've run right through now that they've lost their numerical.
Let's go and help the Ratniki.
Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful.
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir.
Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Boom.
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over.
Brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Ooh. Dude. I have my windows open and the bird just came to my window. It scared the shit out of me.
Together. Now, please tell me everything you've learned.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the
Oh.
here.
Now it feels like we're finally closing in on.
I'll say, we're sure to face fierce resistance from the
It would be our pleasure, Mr. Varka.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out.
Let's go. Yahoo.
The hiding in the mist trick again. You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius.
Yes, sir.
Prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
This C3 Barca. Oh yeah, no wonder he's doing so much damage. Might try to get just Vark on my main ID. I don't think I can get the close to get a save. Wow. Damn, how many things do I have to bring?
Traveler!
Mr. Varka?
Just like last time.
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Either we all march back to Mondstadt. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected them all, Knight of Boreas.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will be mine, regardless of what.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish.
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. You still alive?
For a moment there.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us.
You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight?
We can't lose our Varka! Please!
Do it, Varka.
You're holding back, Knight of Boreas. I can tell you do not wish to this duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of a god, while you dare not swing your sword with true intent. If your plan is doomed to fail, how can a helpless lamb hope to tame the heart of a wolf when the wolf has seen through the lamb's plan?
Ha ha ha! You're on to me already, huh?
Andrius's question, Boreas's answer, the means to bear a soul. I knew that the false path may be wide and welcoming. Only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope! It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance.
For the next part, it's over to you, Outlander who comped the win.
They just left everything to us now, huh? We might be genuinely good.
Looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the wolf's maw. Huh. Guess the only way is through. Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
Oh, that is Rostam's sword.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
On me! Is this the fair shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
Ravenwoods.
The scent that reeks of blood.
Why do I feel so sleepy, bro?
Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Huh? What? What? Wait, what the fuck do we do here? No, that's definitely not it. That side is also off limit. Wait, what the fuck do I do? This thing is testing my patience, bro. Ah.
Ooh.
Last try.
Ooh.
Nope. I'm not doing this shit. Hey, anyways. Go and see if I can stream Dark Ops. So I'm gonna start streaming Dark Ops from tomorrow. I am not playing that shitty ass game ever again. See if we can run both Dark Ops on streaming. Why the fuck is there an update? Now all the time. Let's see if it will take time or not. If it takes time, I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope it doesn't take time. Well, would you look at that? It did not take any time. Let's do play and fingers crossed. What is it gonna be? Okay, no problem so far. There it is, the GPU usage, CPU usage is also good. We are in. Oh. So far it's fine. And try going in a raid. Maybe not now. Even lag in stream. This here is the infamous Dargon. We have quite a stuff back, except for our weapon, I think. But we did not have our weapon. Probably some scav took it or something. Let's see our tasking line. The painkillers. Now is the real test to see if we can stream Tarkov while in the rain. GPU usage is high. I'm not seeing any CPU usage. Maybe we can stream Tarkov, which would be a big W for us. 80% RAM usage dying. Hmm. Maybe it will take some time, but yeah, at least it's running. My mic was muted. Anyways, we're in a raid. I hope everything goes well. Give me some more pains, brother. Morphine, 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 morphine. Have to go to outside. Morphine, morphine, morphine. Ooh, let's go. Okay, two more to go. Hey bro, do you have any morphines? Someone got into the mine. Let's hope I don't die here now. That would be pretty bad. And someone just died. Yes, I think someone just died. What the? That has to be another scab, right? I think that was a scab. Why did it kill me? It was BMC. And the hacker on top of that. Anyways, at least we can run the game. We know that for sure. Hey, anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Yep. We grinded a bit for our second ID and stream Tarkov. At least a little, but yep. Maybe I can stream Tarkov. We'll see about that. Yeah, anyways, that is it for the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then.